Okay, so it all kicked off with this short, totally mesmerizing video that was suddenly everywhere. You might have seen it. It showed this glowing, kind of fluid-looking object just drifting through the dark, and the caption claimed it was a super rare visitor from another star system. The internet, of course, went wild. So let's dive into this story because it's a cosmic mystery that was absolutely not what it seemed. Right, so the footage was promising this incredible, once-in-a-lifetime glimpse of an interstellar comet, something called 3I Atlas, a legit visitor from the stars. But was it real? Or was our collective hunger for wonder, just leading us down a rabbit hole? That's really the core question we're going to unpack here. And this whole mystery started on a very specific day, October 27th, 2025. It began, like so many things do these days, with just a single post on X. The clip itself was short, but hypnotic. You couldn't stop watching it. And the claim was huge. Within just a few hours, it was absolutely everywhere. What's crazier is that even AI-generated summaries started picking it up and labeling the video as the Interstellar Comet 3I Atlas, which, of course, just poured fuel on the fire and made it spread even faster. But, almost as fast as it went viral, the alarm bells started going off in the scientific community. Astronomers and serious space enthusiasts took one look at that footage and just knew something was really, really off. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because this slide breaks down all the visual clues that gave the game away. See, real deep space images, they have a certain look, a signature. For starters, you'd expect to see some stars in the background, not just a perfect black void. And a real comet, it would have at least a faint trail of gas and dust, what we call a coma or a tail. This video had nothing. Plus, the texture was just too clean. Long exposure photos from telescopes almost always have a little bit of digital noise. This footage, it was just too perfect. So with all this skepticism building, fact-checking organizations like Least Stories, they launched a full-on investigation. They started with the basics, reverse image searches to trace where the clip came from. They checked all the official astronomical databases from places like NASA. And finally, they did what you have to do. They reached out to the experts to get the definitive answer. In that investigation, wow, it led them to a conclusion that was so far out of left field, I don't think anyone saw it coming. The truth behind this interstellar visitor wasn't found in the cosmos at all, but in a single drop of fresh water. And I mean, this slide just says it all, doesn't it? The viral claim was this grand, epic, cosmic event, a comet from another star. The reality? Something you could probably find in a local pond. The difference in scale is just staggering. We're talking from millions of kilometers down to just a few micrometers. So, this was the breakthrough moment. The footage was shown to a microbiologist, Professor Jack Gilbert. He took one look and immediately knew. His simple, definitive statement, that's a paramecium. It solved the entire mystery right then and there. Yeah, it turns out the comet was a paramecium. And when you film one of these little single-celled guys under a microscope with just the right lighting, its thousands of tiny hairs, called cilia, they create this incredibly graceful wave-like motion. So you crop the video, you strip out all the context, and all of a sudden, a tiny microbe in a drop of water can look surprisingly cosmic. But here is the beautiful irony in this whole saga. While that viral video was a total fake, the actual object it was pretending to be, the real 3I Atlas, is genuinely one of the most exciting astronomical discoveries in years. And believe me, it does not need fake footage to be absolutely incredible. This number right here says it all. The discovery of 3I Atlas is a massive deal, a huge deal. In all of human history, we have only ever confirmed 3 objects that have traveled to us from another star system. 3. And this timeline really puts it into perspective, right? The very first one, Oumuamua, was just back in 2017. This is a brand new field of discovery. We are literally writing the book on this stuff as we go, and 3I Atlas is the latest amazing chapter. So let's talk about the real deal. It was spotted in Hawaii by the Atlas system. That's where it gets its name. Now, its incredible speed and its orbit, what's called a hyperbolic orbit, that's the smoking gun. That's the proof that it's not from around here. It's moving way too fast for our sun's gravity to ever capture it, which means this is a one-time visit, a flyby. But what makes it truly special, what really gets scientists excited, is its chemistry. We've been able to study its light, and what we've found is that 3I Atlas has a really high ratio of carbon monoxide to water ice compared to the comets from our own solar system. This is a huge clue. It suggests it formed in a much, much colder environment, giving us this precious, pristine sample of the building blocks of a whole other solar system. So why does any of this matter? I mean, it's just a fake video, right? Well, it matters because this whole incident is a perfect modern-day case study. It highlights this fundamental tension between the slow, careful, methodical process of real discovery and the lightning-fast world of digital misinformation. And this really gets to the core of the problem. Social media platforms, they're basically built to reward novelty and engagement. A mysterious, sensational video spreads like wildfire, long before the slower, more deliberate process of scientific verification can ever hope to catch up. The falsehood just gets a massive head start in the race for our attention. So what's the big takeaway for all of us? It's that we can all be better digital detectives. Before you believe or share something that seems too good to be true, just ask a few simple questions. Can you trace it back to the original source? Is it coming from a verified observatory or an official agency like NASA? A quick reverse image search can work wonders. But honestly, the most powerful tool is the simplest one. Just pause. Take a second before you hit that share button. In the end, the real 3-Eye Atlas is still out there, silently making its journey through our solar system, carrying secrets from another star. And it's such a powerful reminder that while curiosity is what pushes us to explore, what makes us look up at the sky in the first place, that curiosity has to be guided by evidence and truth. Because the real story, as we've seen, is always more rewarding.